All these buildings are from the Middle Ages. This town of Baga. Café con leche in Baba, little town in the foothills of the Pyrenees. See if we can find some gluten-free pastries. Spruce tree.
The town here, there are texts talking about it that go back to the 12th century, sorry. And coming closer there, on the left-hand side, you're gonna see a watchtower dating back from that time. Make a big party, and after that, the square that we are now was named after him, and that square here named
Tower is 800 years old.
Then, when the wall wasn't required anymore, people start using the wall to make apartment buildings.
Rush hour in Baga. So here's a little farm built on this side of the hill here, right below the town in this valley. So grapes growing on this like a trellis over the stairways. He's farming different terraces, all vegetables and fruits, onions. I see different things growing. There's lettuce, fruit trees, and the river is down there. This is the river that flows all the way down to Barcelona.
So this church, though, is not just a church. It's the other edge of the walled city. From there up to here, because if you look at the tower, yes? Down here, this window. You know what this window was used for? Arrows, yes? Yeah. Shooting arrows. So they're open inside, closed inside. So you can shoot at the enemies, and outside it's closed, but inside you have like 45-degree angle. So you can shoot at the enemies whenever they come. This church, 1400.
It's 1400.
This church, okay, goes back to the 1400s, okay, century, sorry. And when you think about that time period, you may think about Notre Dame in France, Barcelona Cathedral. And you look at this, so simple, right? Different style. This one is a church from a little town isolated.
Now this church is a combination of Gothic and then Romanesque. The windows and the rest of it. Plus it was a fort.
So, the church is on the way to be open.
Now that is some walk.
Merci. Go ahead. So if you want to walk inside, okay, when you're in, I'm going to lock the door and run away.
Definitely open it.
Right. Right?
You can dry copy now.
Who are the
Aix-Les-Termes. All right, let's go down here. Let's try that place he recommended. This place is known for its hot springs since Roman times. Beautiful little French village in the Pyrenees, a resort for skiing and for known for its hot springs and mineral baths. It's spring and cherry trees are just starting to bloom. Nice little restaurant we ate French in, ate food in. I have to practice my French a little bit. Aix-Les-Termes. Town square. Surrounded by beautiful mountains. It's in the spring, so just the trees are just starting to break forth and bud. Sycamore trees, birch trees, cherry trees are starting to bloom. plum trees, pine trees in the mountains, birches here and there scattered throughout. So what do you think of this quaint little medieval French resort town?
It's sweet.
Sweet. It'd be hard to have a tree service here. Our trees, but they're more out in the woods and in the mountains than around the town, so I don't think they need a tree service. There's the old church. There's spruce trees here too, spruce trees and pine trees. Haven't seen any fir trees yet. Let's see some snow up in the mountains. Next to Andorra. 3 countries in one day. Welcome to Andorra, the 6th smallest country in Europe. In the heart of the Pyrenees.
I just take it there.
Ain't nobody trying to fall off the cliff.
I'm good.
We're at 6,000 foot elevation, just a little over 6,000 feet here. It's April, middle of April, actually toward the end of April, still about 15 or 20 miles from Aix-Les-Termes in France. We're heading up toward, so here we are at the entry to Andorra, at a little over 6,000 foot elevation, and I see in the background, the valley there, like 2 kinds of trees, birches and pine trees. Some sort of pine, and then growing low on the ground is a juniper. Mountains of Andorra. April of 2023. Here's the river. Andorra La Vella. Old Andorra. Capital main city. The city is squeezed into this very steep valley, and they have nowhere to go but up. They're crawling up the side of the hill and building up. The valley is probably less than a mile wide, maybe only half a mile wide. As you can see, the main street of Andorra Vella, old Andorra, the city, is just pretty much a long shopping mall, a strip. And what they sell here pretty much is duty-free stuff. Liquor, spirits, perfume, chocolate, and tobacco products. Anyway, they don't have anything else in Andorra except banking and cattle and tourism. Those are the main driving economic forces. So we're at about the 3,400 foot elevation here. We crossed over 6,000 foot pass to get in here. So here, there's a river that flows right through the middle of this town. And here is their most famous sculpture. It's a sculpture in honor of Salvador Dali, the Barcelonian surrealist painter. And here's the famous melted watch.